spooky?
Where you going? You had to really think that you can escape. You wanna run sound like a goddamn earthquake, shake the ground, screaming help me, please save me, I really need some help. I'm sorry, don't eat me. We'll call up through the wind, the Blair Witch. Tell me home and chillin', bitch. Say shit, wanna keep on doing this, keep on doing this. I got time for that, I got time for that, I got time for that, I got time for that.
I got time for that, ain't no time for gunplay. Your flesh is as sweet as a honey bun. Finna do my thing and run, finna do my thing and run, it'll be fun. For me, at least, all prepared to meet defeat, aka make God. Man, I hope the way you go, they got lick off. Sorry.
Vista.
Let us pray.
I really hate to be the dude that fucks with us.
You think? I mean, hell.
Yeah, buddy.
Why, hello, clean boys and dirty girls.
Welcome to the SWETZ.
SWETZ,
The SWETZ and Steve Show.
a feel-good podcast.
Seems like you guys have fun on there. It's pretty cool.
All together now.
It's easy.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
To SWETZ and become a clean one today.
Have a nice day.
I'm SWETZ.
And I'm Steve.
I used to be an average, ordinary guy. So one day a pair of magical glasses fell from the heavens and gave me the powers and rhythms of an electronic future. Now with my glasses and my cousin Steve,
I just like to be on the internet.
we're ushering in the future electronic.
SWETZ.
Steve? This is the SWETZ and Steve Show.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SWETZ and Steve Show, episode number 61. Oh, one more time, please. It's beautiful. Music to my ears. Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 61 of the SWETZ and Steve Show. I'm your co-host, SWETZ. As always, as well, we have Steve. And, as usual, Whoops here in the chat. Okay, we have some camera movement here. All right.
Keep your camera on. It's awkward if we both have our cameras off.
Why do you have your camera off?
Because it won't work right now. Don't question me.
You know what, SWETZ? I want to comment on your 61st episode. That's a lot of podcasting. No, that's a lot of Steven also for the viewers to take in.
That is true.
Here's my impression of Whoops. Hi, SWETZ. It's me, Whoops. I want to make sure that I comment on your podcast. Do you have any mayonnaise, Whoops? SWETZ, do you have any mayonnaise?
That sounds more like Buffalo Bill than Whoops.
Yeah, that's how he sounds.
Let me ask. Wait. Let me ask SWETZ. SWETZ,
Sure.
Do you have any mayonnaise? You got any mayonnaise?
What is that? Does Steve have an affinity for mayonnaise that I didn't know about?
Yeah, why would you ask about mayonnaise?
You asked about mayonnaise. I didn't ask about mayonnaise. You just did.
Yeah, man. I like a little bit of it. You know, back in the day, I really was more so of I call it a dry witch. I just took 2 pieces of bread and turkey or ham and just left it on there with no mayonnaise. That's how I did it back in the day. You know what I mean? Nowadays, I'm a little bit more civilized, so I like a little bit of mayonnaise, but not too much. But anyway, yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 61 of the SWETZ and Steve Show. Welcome to spooky season. Okay, the very first week of October. I know a lot of people are excited. You know, what I did to start off spooky season is I took me and my girlfriend, shout out to Fatuma. I took her to County Line Orchard, to go pick some apples and get some of their, I would say, world famous pumpkin donuts there. Okay, delicious. We also got pumpkins. I want to actually show this. I want to actually show what, because usually every year we carve pumpkins, but this year we did things a little different and decided to paint pumpkins. Okay, and I want to show the Clean Nation just how much of a versatile artist I am. Okay, I want to show the pumpkin that I painted. I'm about to pull this up right now. All the Spider-Man fans are gonna love this, right? Okay, I'm gonna get the full screen here for a second. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, this is the pumpkin that I painted. All right,
that is nice.
There's a little Spider-Man Venom thing going on. You know what I mean? What do you think? You think I did a pretty good job?
That's nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hold on. Keep the full screen and let's play a game. Is it Woods or is it Steve sounding like Woods?
Okay, go ahead. All right, go shoot.
I know we have to give it a second so you have a chance to.
All right, I'll give a vocal palate cleanser. Okay, this is me talking. Let me know whenever you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. I'll stop talking and then you go.
SWETZ. That's a really good pumpkin that you did, SWETZ. It's me, Wubs. I really enjoy it.
Damn, I gotta say, I'm pretty fucking torn on that. I don't know. I really don't know what that was.
Really, Steven? Really?
I don't know
Really?
if it necessarily works right now because there's a kind of a difference between your guys' mics. Like Woob's mic sounds one way and then yours sounds a different way.
Okay, so then who was that then?
Dude, I gotta say, is that
I'm trying to look for the pumpkin that I did last year because a lot
Yeah.
of people said that my pumpkin looked like exactly like I did.
Oh, really? Oh no, that I'm 50-50. I can't say who that was.
That's okay.
But anyway, yeah, so it's the start of spooky season. It's a lot of people's favorite time of the year. You know, my girlfriend loves it absolutely, and we have a lot of plans for October. Steve, I'm gonna take it over to you. Do you like Halloween? Do you like spooky season as we're beginning to start it off? You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Why is that?
As a father, I do because I like seeing my son excited and doing things. As a human being, I don't. I don't enjoy it.
That's actually pretty good. That's actually really good.
Steven, does that look like me, Steven?
Let me see. Let me look. I can't see it.
You know,
It does look like you.
Kind of a little bit. You know, a little bit.
I think the pumpkin's teeth are better, but yeah.
Never.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. We got a lot of artists. Steve, do you paint pumpkins? Do you anything pumpkin related with Lee?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Fiona does. I don't. I'm not a big. I've never been a big arts and crafts person. I've never been good at arts and crafts. It always stresses me out. Ever since I was a kid, I don't enjoy it.
Yeah. But there's no pressure when you do it with your kid. It's more so just like fun.
No, because Lee always says like, "Daddy, that doesn't look good," or like, says stuff like that.
What happened to just getting better? You ever think about that?
I can't get better at arts and crafts. I absolutely cannot.
I think it would be nice, though. I think it'd be a nice family memory for you to build. You just have a bigger pumpkin, the daddy pumpkin, and then Fiona makes one, and then Lee makes one. I think that'd be perfect. And then you could even do 2 little mini pumpkins for your dogs.
That's how we announced we were pregnant with Lee.
With the pumpkin?
Yeah, that's when we told everyone that we were expecting.
Wait, how did you do it?
Yeah, what did you do, Steven?
We had 5 pumpkins.
Okay.
And one was for me, Fiona, our 2 dogs, and then it just said baby on it. And so we told everyone.
But did you take
did you guys
and send it to people, or was it a party that you had?
I don't. Why are we psychoanalyzing this right now?
Steven,
we took a picture.
You sent a picture of that. Yeah, I remember that. It was like an announcement.
Can you send that to me, Woops? Because I don't remember seeing that at all.
I
feel now.
Did you send it in the mail, Steven?
I don't know.
So I guess this was Fiona's idea to start.
It was like 7 years ago. Do you guys remember what you were doing 7 years ago?
No, I don't.
It was literally 7 years ago. So I can't remember.
Why are you getting mad for it?
Because you guys are getting on me tonight. My camera doesn't work. My camera doesn't work. You guys are better at arts and crafts than me.
Okay, all right. Let's go back. Let's go back to why you don't like Halloween. You said as a father you do, but as a regular person you don't. Why is that?
It's stupid.
Stupid.
What is all that background noise?
Where?
I don't know. There's shuffling going on.
Tell whoever's opening the cabinets to stop opening the cabinets, and tell them to stop making.
They can
Tell
hear
them that you're
you.
on the SWETZ and Steve show.
They can hear you.
Okay, well, tell them that's enough. They don't need to microwave
My
anything during SWETZ and Steve. How could they hear me? How could they hear me if you have headphones on?
No, they can't hear you, but we can hear them. I'm sorry, I don't have any noise canceling headphones yet.
Anyway, yeah, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy Halloween. I don't understand the purpose of it. You know, I just don't.
Okay, here's a better question. What holiday do you like?
Arbor Day.
He doesn't like Christmas because he doesn't like giving gifts.
Yeah, gifts are stupid. Again, that's another one. As a father, I understand it. As a human being, I'm annoyed with it. You know.
Okay, so what's so special about Arbor Day?
Arbor Day is about the trees.
Really? I mean, I guess trees are important for our existence and all that, but it just seems like so much of a random holiday to like actually like care about.
I don't think that Arbor Day gets enough love. I just don't.
Steve invited me over to celebrate Kazimierz Pulaski Day.
Really?
I did, and you were supposed to bring the pierogies, but you didn't.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Let's celebrate Kazimierz Pulaski Day."
When was this?
On some random Monday.
It's a big holiday, and you know what? There's Pulaski has his own street. It's one of the biggest streets in the United States, and you don't want to recognize what he does, what he did as a human being, as a humanitarian.
Hold on, Steve.
Shame on you.
You're not going to get in trouble like the last episode with Kazimierz Pulaski, are you?
What?
Remember that? Do you remember that episode where you got in trouble? Where you kept picking the wrong people?
Wait! I don't even know who Kazimierz Pulaski is. Someone needs to tell me who he is.
Wait, you never heard of that before? Kazimierz Pulaski? They actually give the kids that day off.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Monday.
CPS will give any day off. Let's be honest.
But it's a holiday they recognize. I don't know why, but they do.
That's the man's full name, Kazimierz Pulaski.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, Steve. Okay, so you celebrate this holiday, right, Steve?
Yeah, I do.
Day. So who is Kazimierz Pulaski?
He's Kazimierz Pulaski. He has his own street named after him. It's a big deal.
Steven, are you laying in your bed?
No.
You sound like you're laying down.
How does someone sound like they're laying down?
You sound like you're laying down.
I'm not laying down.
That's probably why he's on his camera, because he doesn't want people to see his bed.
No, my camera doesn't work.
Dude, how much you want to bet?
I bet you Steven has his whole Mac computer sitting on his chest right there in his bed.
Can we just talk about P. Diddy and get on with it?
That's true.
He's in trouble. He's got a lot of problems right now.
Oh yeah, dude. So I don't have necessarily a ton of clips about the recent developments of what's been going on with Diddy, but basically, so I was seeing a lot of people. If you don't know, go look up what's been going on if you're totally oblivious to it. But basically, the trial against P. Diddy has been it's been picking up, and it actually seems like he's doing, like, he's in jail right now. Okay, which is, when we last covered it, he was kind of still coming free, unbothered almost by it. But now he's in jail, and he's probably gonna get handed a sentence. He's also since been taken into custody. He's also been put on a self-deletion watch. Okay, in quotes, if you know what that means. And I want to go back and recall, if you will, a clip from a catch-up cast, which we'll have to do a catch-up cast soon. I feel like we've been lacking on the catch-up cast side, but
Yeah.
we did a catch-up cast where where it was like in the moment where like the P Diddy story had just broken, kind of. And so basically, I had said basically that this was a possibility. Here I have it pulled up right now. Let me show to the audience. Let me share my screen here. Which, by the way, thank you for everyone who's watching us out there. If you're liking the content and liking the podcast in general, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us out a bunch. Okay, I'm going to share it here. Let's see. Actually, no, I'll keep it a full screen. So yeah, this is basically the clip from that a little sound bit from that video here when the P Diddy story first broke.
Didn't think about this whole time. P Diddy might be,
No.
Okay, one more time.
I didn't think.
By the way, Steve, you look very muscular. Your shoulders are very defined in this video. I must say that.
My shoulders are always defined.
Well, we'll also have to talk about how you're training for the Golden Gloves 2025 have been going.
I'm down in weight.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I've been losing weight.
Okay. Let's watch this one more time. It says, "What could happen to P Diddy?" Okay.
Think about this whole time. P Diddy might be,
And you're just nodding. Like I forget what you're nodding to, like what you think I'm talking about when I say this.
No. So I remember that. I remember thinking that you were going to say like P Diddy might be facing some serious jail time.
Yeah.
And like that's where I thought you were going to go. I didn't think we would openly say that this man may commit an atrocity against himself.
Yeah.
But
I want to find I do want to find the clip. I mean, not the clip, the story. He Diddy.
He knew it was coming, though. He was preparing for it.
Really, because it seemed like when the allegations first broke, initially, yeah, like because he was like on an airplane flying to an island or a country that didn't have any extradition laws. Then he came back.
Well, see, the thing was that he knew that this was going to happen. Sometime in August, he paid off a complete mortgage of one of his homes.
Yeah.
And then he had it appraised. And that's where he got that $50 million bond from that the judge denied.
Really? Okay. All
yeah.
Right. I didn't know that.
He owed like $18 million on it. So he paid it real quick so that he could have leverage. But the judge still denied his bond. And he's still in there.
Right. Okay. So yeah.
He knew it was coming.
Yeah. So I guess he was just kind of like trying to make some arrangements and whatnot. Now that he's been, and actually, I don't know if you guys know anything about like the FTX scandal with Sam Bankman-Fried. Basically, FTX was like a crypto trading platform or something like that, and basically this guy Sam Bankman-Fried basically was something that had to do with corruption and the cryptocurrencies, and a lot of famous people were involved, and I think Tom Brady had lost millions along with other people that had lost millions, like other celebrities and stuff. But ironically enough, which I mean, maybe unironically, if you think about, these two people, that Sam Bankman-Fried and P. Diddy are like cellmates now, which is like really weird in the same like prison in New York. So that's weird, kind of like thing to think about. But also like, so the most recent video that I had seen be posted by Clown World on Tuesday. Here, I'll pull up this video right here. Let me see. So basically, a lot of the now it's the how back in the day we had the Epstein list. Well, now apparently we're getting the P Diddy list. We're getting the P Diddy list, and apparently it's coming in soon, and it could potentially take down a lot of famous actors and musicians. A lot of another name that people have been like kind of throwing around with this whole thing too has been Jay-Z. So we could probably see something. I think people are waiting for this list to drop. Like they're waiting for I don't know what's something that people wait for. I guess for like a movie trailer for a movie that's coming up or something. Let me see here. Let me pull this up.
What did the Epstein list ever come out?
Yeah, it did. It did. And there was a lot of people, but I think it really went, I think it went hush hush because it didn't obviously like a lot of the people involved were like high up there, politicians, actors, stuff like that. And the media really didn't, a lot of the people who are on the list, potentially have a lot of stake in the media that would otherwise report it. So it kind of went under the radar, and not a lot of attention was placed on it. And some of the names off the top of my head were like Stephen Hawking was one of them. And just hearing about some of the things like because I think in the list and like some of the stuff that followed of it, like it actually gave like details of like what would go on and stuff like that. And Stephen Hawking, I guess, was on that list, as well as like Bill Clinton and stuff like that. That was a whole like I mean that's years old, I guess, at this point. That kind of went under the radar. But now we have the P Diddy list, and we're
I
gonna be.
think the real loser of 2024 is the concept of a list.
Why do you think that?
Because you have the Epstein list, you have the P Diddy list, you have all these concepts of lists.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be on any list right now. I don't know what other people are doing.
You might be on the coaches list for coaching football. You ever think about that? there's a range.
So apparently you think about lists then, Steven.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently you do.
Why are you nervous, Steve? Why aren't you talking right now?
Well, I don't know what he's saying. His background noise is so awful right now.
There's nothing happening. I'm in a quiet home right now.
I think that's actually yours, Steve.
Is it really?
I think so.
Yeah, you know what? You know what you keep hearing? You're breathing. You're breathing hard over there, Steven.
I think you're hearing the shaking of your bed. I think that's what they're hearing right now.
I'm not in my bed.
All right,
I'm not in my bed.
All right, let's go with this video.
All right, let's watch this video. Diddy's case to reveal a list of other perpetrators soon. The names will shock you. Which I must say, are we really going to be shocked by the names that are on this list? Like, there's been an extensive record and video history and stuff of celebrities, people of high status, I guess you could say, that have been buddy with P. Diddy for years. So are we really going to be shocked? I don't. Anyone who's not in the know will not be shocked. But if you're just hearing about this now and you don't really pay attention to any of this stuff, maybe. But let's go ahead and watch this video here.
Assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are. But the name.
Okay. So that was the I guess an announcement of some sort for the
What exactly did he do?
Oh well, let's. Wait, I can't believe you don't remember. Like, okay,
No, like I know, but like what is like okay, why am I going to be shocked here? Why do I care? I haven't cared about P Diddy in ever. You know what I mean?
well,
I can't remember the last time I sat there and I said, "Oh my God, let me go get the new P Diddy album." You know what I mean? Like I would care if it came out that he did something to Biggie or Tupac. I'd care about that, you know. But
it,
like if
yeah,
because in the privacy of his own home, he had adult relations with other adults. I don't know that I care about that.
well, yeah. The thing is, I think it goes a little bit, past that. I think it has uh elements of trafficking, of human trafficking, and also like what you just said, in the privacy of his own home. I think he like has like things to do with potentially underage things. Okay.
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 And
See,
then
like I don't. Okay, so that's the stuff I don't know about.
and
And like I don't know like if I have heard it, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if I could believe it. But if that's what they're alleging, then that's fine. Then now I get it.
yeah, and just some other weird facts that came out of it too were like how they went they that the feds raided his house or whatever, and they found this is like just from reports that I've seen, were like 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
That's a lot of baby oil.
Yeah,
Baby
but
oil.
yeah, but the thing is with that too, which here's 50 Cent is a really good troll on Twitter, because here's what he had shared in regard to that. Okay. So
Oh my God, Diddy.
but basically, one thing that I had seen was that it had the baby oil itself maybe not have was just baby oil. It may have been laced, or may have been like some sort of drug in there to like, I don't know. That was one thing that I've seen. Do I necessarily believe it? Maybe. But just the very fact of 1,000 bottles of anything is kind of freaking weird. You know what I mean? Like 1,000 bottles. I don't care how big your house is. Like if you have 1,000 bottles of something, if you have 1,000 bottles of Coca-Cola, that is a problem still, because you're going to you probably will, have a lot of health issues, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That was another aspect of it that was weird.
Yeah,
Uh
he had shelves and boxes labeled "freak off" supplies.
yeah. Oh, okay, hold on. P Diddy baby oil. Because I had seen a picture. I don't know if it was like photoshopped or something, but okay, I found it. Okay, yeah. Here's what it talks about. Let me share my screen here. Okay, yeah. It says, is this GHB drug, aka Street X or baby oil, found at PDD's house? This is starting to make sense. This drug is known for putting people into a coma. Its effects are perfect for Puff, the magical whatever, to use on his victims. And here we have pictures of the supposed baby oil, which I gotta say is an elaborate sort of containment of the baby oil, potentially the GHB, allegedly. So that was one thing. And kind of like going back to answer your question, Steve, it has a lot to do, I guess, with like a lot of the spicy blackmail, you know what I mean? Like you get invited to a P Diddy party and maybe you have some under your own accord, or maybe you have some psychological stimulants that kind of lend you to do one thing that leads to another, and then that's recorded, and then that's used over against your head as blackmail. So you better do what we say, or better not do some certain things, otherwise it's going to come out. So that's kind of like what we're dealing with. And then you mentioned Biggie as well. I think it potentially what I think probably, and this is just a conspiracy theory, right? But okay. And in 2024 has proven everything. Okay. The conspiracy theories are definitely they bring to light a lot more questions than you may think, okay? But I think probably what's going on here is that P Diddy has been like a CIA assets almost nearly, but he was approached at an early sort of time, and like he was like given this opportunity to play this role, to like be like a playmaker, I guess, to hold the strings for like some 3-letter agency or the government. And it probably also having to do some with getting Tupac killed, okay, maybe even Biggie killed as well. But ever since then, like he's just been going about business, and doing these dastardly deeds, and doing the free goffs, and but now, like kind of like going along the lines what Cat Williams was say ironically earlier this year, is that partially like what if you get put into this position, if you get put into this position where you have all this power and this influence, and you're kind of like a kingmaker, so to speak, in like any sort of like, I guess, entertainment industry, whatever. Part of that kind of includes like, hey, we reserve the right to take you down to the fullest extent whenever we choose. And I think that's what's just happening. Is that P Diddy's time came. He had coasted. He had privilege. He had power for decades at this point, and his time was up. And now he's reaping what he I guess maybe you could say he signed up for. That's what I think is going.
I just find it hard to believe that somebody would go down in flames like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here, you could have 20 years at the top, but then on the back end, we're going to slander your name, your person, your likeness, all that stuff. And yeah, I find that to be a little hard to believe. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I just can't comprehend that world.
But do you think the same thing? You don't think the same thing like what happened with Epstein? You think that was just like, just like had nothing to do with like backdoor deals and like being put in a certain position, and like the minute that they need a certain like powerful people need you to go away and stuff, like they'll they'll get rid of you. You know what I mean?
I find that reality hard to live in.
Well, right, because but it's because we don't live in that reality. We're regular tax-paying citizens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not in that level of privilege, but
Yeah.
But they're
so like in other words, Sweats, do you think that like Diddy was a scapegoat?
I think potentially. I think it's like
yeah, right. Like
I think,
he conquered his world, right? He made
yeah,
tons of money, like hundreds of millions of dollars. Who knows? He might even be a billionaire,
yeah,
like an early billionaire, right?
yeah,
And somebody just said, you know what? Diddy got on my nerves, and he's gonna go down for it. We let him make enough money.
yeah. I think it's like like I said before, I think it probably has something to do with the government, the three-letter agencies, the FBI, the CIA sort of thing. I think one way that they kind of can gain influence over the people, especially through entertainment, because it's very influential. Um, they potentially like they're very covert and subversive and selective of who they choose, but at the end of the day, there's the people that like I think he was like an asset. I think he's like to these the shadowy, sort of government angle of it, I think it's like they see these people as assets that they can use and manipulate, and at the same time that like they're manipulating, they're using for their own purposes. The person that's being manipulated is also manipulating at like a lesser level, but for whatever reason,
It's a Ponzi scheme of manipulation. Is that what
I
we're saying?
I mean, if you kind of think about it, yeah, kind of.
We're going to manipulate you. You need to manipulate three people, and they need to manipulate three more people. See, I just find that hard to believe. I just don't.
You
It's
really
a
find it that
strange.
hard to believe?
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Like, I just think that if they were to select someone, and I hope P. Diddy hears this, I think that if they were to select someone that they could potentially put away forever and
Yeah.
damage their name, I would hope that they would find someone more talented than P. Diddy. That's like if you told me like I don't know, like crazy things happen in this world, and if you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. So I don't know what happened at these parties. I don't know if they really happened. Like if there's underage people there, of course, I think he should be persecuted to the letter of the law because, that's not good. That's not a world I want to live in. But at the same time, I find it hard to believe that government agencies would select a talentless person and then say, guess what? Here's all this fame, here's all this fortune, but at some point when we need to put you away, we're going to put you away. You know what I mean? Like,
You
I think that they rose to fame based on some type of corruption. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that it's immune to that,
Yeah.
but I just think I just think that, not every story has to end this bad. Like, they
Yeah.
could just be like, oh, he has osteoporosis and now he's done for,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why it has to be this complex.
Well, I think it's like I don't think they necessarily needed him for his talent necessarily. They just need someone who was initially willing, you know, uh
Yeah.
and to be able to be manipulated. Because if you think about it, even at a lesser extent, which shout out real quick to Jesse Templeton, welcome. You should check the products before buying them. People put dangerous stuff in them. That's true. Let's see. He said P. Dizzy needs some help. They can't let him do things like that to people. That's true. Very true. And also shout out to Vanessa Gabor. Welcome. She says, Diddy's dad used to run with the mob. He literally grew up in the toxic scene. Okay.
I think I know Vanessa. I think she's Fiona's friend. I think that's. I'm a
Welcome.
little tired right now.
Well, yeah,
So I
you're
can't.
laying in your bed.
I am not laying in my bed. Leave me alone.
Well, thank you for watching, Vanessa. We appreciate it. Make sure you're like and share, subscribe to the channel. We'd much appreciate it. Oh, and consider liking and sharing out everyone else who's watching on social media. Appreciate it. Anyway, like I was saying before, think about it from a little bit a step back. Okay, I'm sure you have some experience or have dealt with the experiences of like office politics and like nepotism, right? Like you have higher ups that they favor one person when necessarily maybe they don't deserve it, as opposed to another person. If you think about it, that's kind of like a lesser extent of what's going on. It's like, one person at the top, I guess, can like use their power to manipulate another person, and that other person, like in middle management, can go on to manipulate the people that are even lower on the totem pole. You know what I mean? So it kind of creates like, I don't know if power vacuum is a difference is the right phrase for it, but I mean,
Yeah.
those are just real world, real life, everyday examples that kind of where this plays out. So, is it really that hard to believe that it could like probably extend to greater things and greater like societal things? You know what I mean?
I just don't know why it needs to be this malicious. If they're like, okay, we're going to give you all this for this amount of time, but when we need to put you away, we're going to throw you in jail and we might kill you. Like, who would sign up for that? Like, who in their right mind would sign up for that? And then, moreover, from that, why does it need to be so malicious? Why can't it be like, guess what? Now you have gout and you can't leave the house. You know what I mean? Like, why does it have to be like, oh yeah, everything about you, you're a pervert, you're all these terrible, terrible things that you can call someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why does it have to be that? Why can't it be like, guess what? You lost an eye. You know, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I think it's like, you're right. No one would. I don't think anyone who is in their right mind would willingly sign up on a contract where it said that. I think that just goes back again to the manipulation where it's like they make on the surface everything look like peachy king, like, oh, okay, we got your back. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Another interesting aspect of it was the head of security for P Diddy was also like the head of security for Michael Jackson, and like kind of that's another whole rabbit hole that I kind of like heard about, but like how this guy, like he would like any problems that would arise, he would take care of it for P Diddy. You know what I mean? So who the f is that guy? Like what's his story? Where did he come from? Whose allegiances does he really have? You know what I mean? And so it's like, I think it's, yeah, you're right. No one would willingly sign up for that, but that just goes back to the manipulation and like trying just to keep things, just trying to have something in your back pocket if you're the puppet master or whatever, I guess you could say.
I feel like all big celebrities have that. They have that person.
What's that?
All these big celebrities have that person in their entourage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird to think about when you get to that level of fame, like when you have handlers. Like, what the hell's a handler? Real people don't have handlers, you know what I mean?
Well,
And
they're not real people.
well, true. I mean, you make a fair point there. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just like that there's the real person, and then like there's the one that's portrayed like on the screen, on social media, like that sort of thing.
Yeah. You know who my least favorite celebrity is?
Who?
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like her right now, actually. It's
Yeah.
funny that you say that, though. Why?
You know, because like when I heard handlers, I just thought to myself, like, you know, Jennifer Lopez, like I know she has handlers. And it's
Yeah.
just like, why? I don't understand, like, you know, why you still do things you did 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I don't understand why you are still like, why do you still look the same way? That's weird, you know?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
what songs have you come out with? Anyway, we're talking about P. Diddy, but I guess what I'm saying is I don't think Jennifer Lopez has any talent either.
Well, that's it's funny that you mentioned Jennifer Lopez as well, because she used to date P. Diddy, and there was
Yeah.
like a picture of P. Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, and a few other celebrities in a bed together at apparently one of the freak offs. It wasn't like explicit or anything, but who knows? Jennifer Lopez might just be one of the perpetrators that comes out to follow in this trial, I guess. So you might just get your wish after all. Well, they made lock up Jennifer Lopez.
I remember when I was younger and I was like, oh man, I really want to be famous and I would love to be hanging out with Jay-Z. And if 2024 has shown me anything, it's like, I'm glad that didn't work out, because like I wouldn't want to I don't even like being around people for Thanksgiving, let alone like, hey, we're all going to have a freak off and have one massive orgy. No, thank you. I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah, man.
That's what we're doing. We're doing that. Why is there that much baby oil here? I don't think I could deal with that.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I've thought of as well. I think there's probably like a middle. There definitely has to be a middle ground because, and I'll like speak not necessarily from experience, but like just knowing that it's possible within my realm of being an artist, a musician, and stuff like that. There in the modern age, this really is the kind of the best age, I guess, for artists because you can potentially build a successful career but not be a household name and not have to deal with all the drawbacks that comes with. And again, I don't live that right now. I would like to eventually at some point to like for my art to be, profitable and like to be able to be sufficient enough to be, but also not having to worry about being a household name, like, and having to deal with that realm of things and stuff like that. That's kind of like I guess the middle ground. To and to the point that you're making. Vanessa leaves a comment here. She says, Jay-Z is also staying mighty quiet over there for someone who was BFFs with Diddy. Yes, that he's definitely probably he's gonna be coming up in this list of perpetrators, I'm sure. But you're right, Vanessa. He is staying very quiet.
I mean, I guess when you're a celebrity, what do? You know what I mean? Like, how do you spend your time?
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, I would love to go get some burritos with Fiona.
I thought you were gonna say, I'd love to go get some baby oil. I thought that's what you almost said right now.
Can we like replace Woobs with someone? Can we send them back to that other show?
Why? He's such a lively spirit. Drop a W in the chat if you think Woobs is a lively spirit. Okay, I'm gonna
drop a W.
So
yeah.
Did he like? Are these okay? I know some of them are, but like, is having a lot of baby oil, is that something you need to go to jail for?
No, but I guess it's just the things that he's been alleged to do that is probably what he's gonna go to. He's in jail right now. He's in jail right now. I don't think they like sentenced him or anything, but he definitely is in jail right now. So there has to be some sort of case there for him to be in that position. But I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. Who knows if it'll be this week or next week. That will be something to keep an eye on, and we might have to do a catch-up cast whenever the list of perpetrators comes out, or talk about it. Well, the next episode, which is probably a good segue because we'll be wrapping things up here. But next episode is the Halloween special 2024. Currently working on the video now of our return to Bachelor's Grove, which is no secret. We talked about it before. But yeah, that is something to look forward to as well for next episode. Without spoilers, Steve, you were talking about a little bit about it before we started the show. What would you say to the fans looking forward to the return of the Bachelor's Grove special?
We didn't spend as much time in the cemetery because.
Well, that's a spoiler.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's a spoiler because I think the Well, I guess I've already said it, so perhaps it's a spoiler.
Let's say start over. Start over.
I don't think we got as much footage because of everything that happened leading up to us needing to get more
That's a
footage.
spoiler still.
No, it's not, because I think that at least from what I saw. Okay, how about this? I can't rewatch it. Every single time I rewatch like what was documented, I how about this?
Oh God.
You're doing good.
How about this? How about this? How about this? I saw things. I don't know what they were. I'm not going to say what they were, what I think they are, but I saw things there, and I hope we got some of that on camera.
You were doing better the first time. I like what you said before. It's like, what were you saying before? Freaking whatever I watch. Go back to start over. Say what you were going to say when, like, oh, what I saw makes me ill. Say something like that.
I mean, it's true. I did become ill during the hunt. Some people will say it's anxiety. Some people will say I was possessed. Some people will say a lot of things. I will tell you that everything I felt was 100% real, and I don't want to go back to Bachelor's Grove, and I left very shook this time around. I wish we stayed longer, but I physically couldn't stay anymore.
Okay, that's a good.
I ran out of there. I openly admit that I needed to leave, and I left in a hurry.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a pretty good sound bit. Steve, I mean, Whoops, how would you give us give the fans out there a teaser without spoiling anything? Give a teaser of what they could expect from the Return the Bachelor special.
Well, if you want to see a complete meltdown, if you will, drama, scary, then that's the show to see. That's the show to watch.
Okay, very interesting. Very interesting.
What I find most, and I have to say this, what I find most interesting of the entire. Can I just say it?
Don't
Can I
say
just say it?
Don't
Can
say
I? No. Can I just say it?
No spoiling.
I don't think it's a spoiler, though, dude. I don't think it's a spoiler. I have to say this. I'm okay in like anything anywhere that I go. But first,
he's not going to give a spoiler. He's because I said because of what I said. He's explaining. He's countering what I said.
I would say that. I would say it's
SWETZ. This is where he explains himself. Okay, go on, Steve.
Okay, so I am comfortable in like 95% of the environments I've ever been in. I don't know that I'd be comfortable at a Diddy freak off party, but that's another conversation. I am not going back to Bachelor's Grove in the evening. I know from what I've seen, from what I've experienced, I'm 2 for 2 with evening trips to Bachelor's Grove. I feel like what I experienced this past time is unexplainable and also kind of borderline indescribable if you've never been there. I saw things that other people have seen, and I also need to find clips from certain places, but what other people saw there, I saw too, and I don't know how to describe it.
Okay.
I can't wait. Like, we need to watch the documentary and then we need to talk about it because I'm excited about that one.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. So, what date do we have for the Halloween special? Is it October 26th?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The week before I'm unavailable, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that is coming up. So look forward to that. We're gonna be ramping things up right now. But I want to do a quick speed round of a few things before we call it. Shout out to Harambe Lives. He said, "Can Steve explain those leaked photos sent to SWETZ?" Okay. Got some leaked photos here. Okay. This is a world exclusive, okay?
Go ahead.
All right, let's see here. Okay. What I can't like believe
Oh
this.
my
I can't
God,
believe
the
what I'm
freak
seeing.
off. Steve, you were at the freak
No,
off.
wait, there's one more. There's one more. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Steven.
Steve, this is a bad freaking look, man.
I'll tell you what's a bad look is that Harambe Lives doesn't understand how to use Chat GPT and just uses like this shitty ass Photoshop. You
I don't
know,
know, Steve. This
go
looks
back to the other one. Go back to the other one.
This is pretty damning. I don't know what
Where's my neck? Where's my neck on that one?
You
It's
can't
behind-
see it because you have a beard. You're big as
It's behind the beard. It's behind the beard.
Steve, man. Oh God, Steve. God,
Go to the other one.
look, Steve. Look, you're my cousin. I love you, man. But
Why am I making the same face in both pictures?
Steve, this is bad.
I feel like you're staring at me, Steven.
This is really bad, Steve. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna bullshit you, all right? But we're gonna
I see some baby oil there.
Yeah. Listen, okay, don't say another word. Don't say another word on this podcast. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get you the best lawyer that money can buy. But this is bad. This is really bad, Steve. Do you have anything to say?
I mean, I don't really know what to say here. Those are just
Don't say anything.
Who's the real person on that?
I have no
Who's
idea.
the real person on that?
The person, I think it might be Justin Bieber on the second one.
Okay, that one I got. Who's the real person on this one?
Oh, I think it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Holy shit. Really?
Okay. Nonetheless, these are just weird pictures.
Yeah, you could say that again. Yeah, they're weird for me, definitely.
Diddy Villarreal was a thing.
Diddy Villarreal was a thing. Okay. Exactly. That's the day it went missing. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to come back to this. Okay, we have some breaking story. Okay, Steve, again, don't say another word before you talk to a lawyer, or we're gonna put these away. I guess thank you, Harambe, for sharing these. I wish you would have shared them privately, but there's nothing we could do there.
He did share it privately. I don't understand why you say I wish you shared. Like he sent them to you personally.
Yeah, then you leaked them, SWETZ.
Dude, okay, guilty as charged. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I fucked up. All I'm saying is I did not attend the Diddy freak offs. I did not. Okay, I am safe from that. But anyway, Jabba H in the chat for Harambe. Thank you for those memes. I appreciate it. Steve did not attend the freak offs. I'll tell you that much. I think that's gonna wrap it up for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I know it was a short stream. But we are saving the best for later this month. The return to Bachelor's Grove is coming, and we are excited to show that for you. Woobs, any final thoughts for tonight on the free costs or anything, or about the return to Bachelor's Grove?
It's going to be an epic episode, another great episode 62. And in the meantime, see you at the freak off, Steven. Yes.
They mean, no, you won't see him at the freak off. Steve, any last thoughts?
No, I'm okay.
All right, then. Well, let me call you right back, Pop. I'll call you right back. So anyway, that's gonna do it for us tonight on episode number 61 of the SWETZ and Steve show. This is Wubs, Steve, and me, SWETZ, signing off. We'll see you at the Return to Bachelor's Grove episode. And as always, bye, guys. Stay away from the freak off.